Hi everyone and welcome back. So today we're going to look at 3.6. This is solving proportions and this is found on page 218 in the textbook. Okay, go ahead and put your name up at the top, your class hour, and today's date. And let's take a look and let's get started. So what are we going to learn for today? We're going to use cross products to solve proportions. Use cross products to solve proportions. And then we're going to use the constant of proportionality to solve proportions. Use the constant of proportionality to solve problems. All right, so as you can see, we're going to be doing some cross multiplying today. This is usually a lot of people's favorite kind of math because it's easy. All right. All right, you'll probably remember most of this from last year, which is good. Okay. You're going to definitely need a calculator for this one today, so if you don't have one, pause it and go get one. Because once we get going here, it's going to go fast. All right, let's take a look. All right, so we have b over 15 equals 66 over 90. Okay, so proportions, remember when something is proportional, it means it's equal to each other. So we need equivalent fractions. All right, equivalent fractions. So basically what we're trying to figure out is when 66 is over 90, how can we change that to where it's something over 15 and so on, all right? So we're going to use cross products to, or cross multiplying to figure that out. All right, so let's take a look. So here at the beginning, let's circle them, and then once we get going, you'll be fine. So we're going to take 90 times b, that's 90b. 15 times 66, so go ahead and type that in. 15 times 66. 15 times 66, that's 990. Okay, you're going to divide that by 90. Remember, we always divide by the coefficient, okay, which is that number in front of the variable. We've practiced that several times in the last unit. Okay, you always divide by what's in front there. Okay, and that's going to give us 11, and that's the answer. Okay, this math is what we're going to be using for the next several lessons, so make sure you understand how to do this today. All right, if you don't, then make sure you come ask me for help or send me a message online or whatever, and I can try to help you out a little bit more. All right. Okay, let's go to b. So we have 3.2 over 9 equals n over 36. So we're going to cross multiply. I'm not going to circle it anymore. So we just look diagonal. 9 times n would be 9n. Okay, the one with the letter goes on the left, right? Okay, we've talked about that before. Letters on the left. Okay, 3.2 times 36. And this is where your calculator comes in. So 32 times 36. That's 115.2. All right. We're going to divide by our coefficient, that's 9 this time. And then we're going to solve that. So what's 115.2 minus, or divided by 9? And that comes out to 12.8, and that's it. Okay? Go ahead and pause it. I do want you to try at least all 4 of these on your own. I'd rather you make a mistake and come back and fix it than just keep watching me. So go ahead and pause it and try the next 4 by yourself, and when you're ready, go ahead and pick up where you left off then. All right, let's take a look here. So we have x over 4 equals 7 over 20. So that's going to give us 20x equals 28. Divide that by 20. And the answer is 1.4. Okay, letter B. This time it's going to be 14c equals 7 times 12 is 84. We're going to divide by the coefficient of 14 and that makes 6. 1c, 34 times t is 34t. Give a little bit of a hook there so it doesn't look like a plus. 6.8 times 50 is 340. Divide that by 34. That makes awesome math because that's just 10. Shouldn't even need the calculator for that one. All right, and then letter D, we have 51 times m for 51m. 8.5 times 42, that's 357. Divide that by 51, and you should have came up with 7. And there we go. Okay, we'll go ahead and circle these, just because we get lost in the work sometimes. Okay. All right, guys, and that's it. The rest of these we're going to work on are going to be word problems. So if you're struggling with this part, come get me or message me or something so I can help you out here, okay? This math is really the last new math you're going to learn for a long time. Okay, I talked about this in class with you guys, that whenever as we progress through second semester now, okay, all the way through the rest of the year, this is the kind of math we're going to be doing along with some other stuff, which is solving our equations. We're not going to learn really new ways of solving stuff. It's going to be learning how to use what we already know and apply it to the new stuff. All right, so we're getting the application stage. Okay, the skill concept stage is pretty well done after today. Everything else is going to be applications. All right, so make sure you know how to do all this. All right, let's take a look here at the last one. It says, the wait time to ride a roller coaster is 20 minutes. When 160 people are in line at this rate, how long will it take? How long is the wait time when 220 people are in line? All right, so we need to set up the proportion. So we're going to do minutes over people. And then we match those up. Okay, so what was the first amount of minutes right here? Minutes was 20. Over the number of people. How many people did it serve? 160. Okay, we need a proportional. And it says, how long is the wait time? So if we don't know how long it is, that's our variable. That's going to be x. And then we need 220 people. So how long is our variable? And then 220 is our new number, so 220. All right, we're going to cross multiply here. So that's going to be 160x equals, and then we'll take 20 times 220. 20 times 220, that's 4,400. And then we're going to divide that by 160. And we should come up with 27.5 or 27.5. All right. Now we're doing how long is the wait time. So we need that in time. All right. Well, what does 27.5 mean? That means 27 minutes. And remember, it's not 5 seconds. It's what? Half of a minute's actually 30 seconds, right? So 30 seconds. Okay, so 27 minutes and 30 seconds is how fast or how long it will take to get 220 people through the line. All right. Okay, let's turn the page. And let's take a look. Okay, it says Alicia's class is making care packages for a local shelter. They can make 8 care packages with 240 food items. How many care packages can they make with 500 food items? All right, so they're doing some kind of little charity thing here. So if we can make 8 care packages out of 240, then how many can I make out of 500? All right, so we'll cross multiply and divide here. So that's 240x. Yeah, I'll just keep working my way down. So 240x equals 8 times 500. That's going to give us 4,000. And then we're going to divide that by 240. And we should have came up with 16 and then 0.6 repeating, which is actually 2/3. So 16 and 2/3. All right. There's a button on your calculator that changes those decimals into a fraction. So go ahead and let's practice doing that if you don't know how already. Okay, so when we type in 4,000 divided by 240, you should see like right above the ABC button, you should see the button that says PRB. And then right above that in the second functions, it says F to D. Okay, you should see this. You should see F and then arrow, arrow, D. Okay, F, arrow, arrow, D. Okay, that means fractions to decimals or decimals to fractions. So what you're going to do is you would type in, so while your 16.6 repeating is showing, hit second, and then hit the PRB key. Hit second PRB, and then hit equals. Okay, and then it should tell you that it's 16 units and 2/3. Okay, so in this case, it'd be 16 and 2/3 care packages. 16 and 2/3 care packages. And there we go. Okay, let's take a look at example 3. All right, it says Mrs. Hidalgo paid $30 for 4 students to visit an art museum. Find the cost for 20 students. All right, so for this one, it's $30 for 4 kids. How much will it cost for 20 kids? Okay, now, yes, there's a little cheat on this one, but we're going to go ahead and solve it the way we're supposed to. So 4 times x would be 4x. 30 times 20 is going to give us 600. We're going to divide by the coefficient of 4. And x is 150. Okay, so that means it will cost $150 for 4 students. No, 20 students, I'm sorry. We just found 4. We gotta find 20. Here we go. There we go. Okay? Alrighty. Alright, let's try these last ones by ourselves. If you need to, just watch one more and then pause it and then definitely try the last 2 all by yourselves, okay? All right, let's take a look at letter A. It says Matthew paid $49.45 for 5 DVDs at a sale. I don't know who would pay that much for DVDs, but whatever. How much would it cost for 11 DVDs at the same rate? All right, so we have $49.45. So this is going to be part A here. Okay, so it's going to be $49.45 for 5 of them. So, whoops. So how much will it cost for 11? Okay, so that's going to be 5x equals, and then you multiply through, that's 5, let's see, 543.95. And then we'll divide that by 5. And that's 108.79. Oops. Just add the $sign in. There we go. Okay, let's try 3B. So if you haven't done, if you didn't do A by yourself, go ahead and pause it and try B and C on your own. Okay, letter B says Cindy paid $34.60 for 4 tickets to a movie. How much would it cost for 7 tickets? All right, so for this one, we're going to have $34.60 over 4. Which equals, and then how much? 4, 7, so that'll be 4x equals. And then we have 7 times 34.60, that's 242.20. We're going to divide by the coefficient of 4. And that's going to come out to $60.55. So $60.55. Okay, and then letter C says Mrs. Jameson paid $202.50 for a group of 9 students to visit a museum park. What would the total cost be if 4 more students wanted to join the group? Okay, there's a little key word in there. 4 more students, not just 4 students, 4 more. Okay, so we actually have 202.50 for a group of 9 to go. How much for 4 more kids? 4 more kids. So it's not over 4, it's actually over 13. Okay, 4 more. 9 plus 4 makes 13. So you gotta be careful. Sometimes they'll do that to you. Okay, then we're going to cross multiply. So that's going to give us 9x equals, and then 2,632.5. Then we're going to divide that by 9. And we come out to 292.50. Okay. And that's the last one. So, rewind that if you need to and watch anything over again if you're not sure. Oops, I forgot that's 3C right here. All right, so if you need to watch something, go ahead and rewind it. Just be careful on like that last one. Sometimes they'll do that on purpose. They get you in the groove of just looking for numbers. Okay, you need to read through the whole thing first. Don't just start plugging in numbers. Read the whole prompt because sometimes it could say 4 or less. Okay, if it had been 4 or less, then of course it would have made over 5 and so on. All right, so just be careful with that. All right, otherwise, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.